Good afternoon. This recording is to help you understand what needs to be done for the relearning activity if you want to retake the Unit 2 AP Macro test in either my class or Mr. Oslin's class. First thing we want you to do is to make sure that you actually read the grading policy that's on the Moodle site. So if you click on this, it shows you the grading policy and explains very clearly that you'll have one opportunity to retake each test, that you must come in and review your test and write the 20 open-ended questions, and that if your grade is below 70%, you must also use Sapling. It also clarifies, again, that if you take a retake, that score counts, not your previous score, and there's not an average. So that's the first point, is that you must read that information online. Second is that when you are actually doing the 20 questions this time, we're going to require that you group your questions by learning target. So if you look at this sample Mastery Manager report, you will see that this particular student really did not understand learning target 2.03.3. Graph a price index and use a price index to adjust nominal GDP to real GDP. There were three questions on this particular learning target, and this student missed all three of them. So this is going to really be the area for focus for relearning. We want you to write most of your 20 questions addressing this particular topic. And you'll see that this person also missed a couple questions on calculating price indexes, inflation rates, and adjusted prices, and that's very related, right? So that would be a good area for questions too. Your total 20 questions should be spread out over all of the standards that you either do not meet or you partially meet. If you have a lot of standards or learning targets that you did not meet, I would focus only on those. If that's kind of a small number, as it is for this individual, then I would do both, the does not meet and the partially meets. So make sure you are as comprehensive as possible in writing these questions so that they really reflect the areas that you need to do relearning in. We want this to be useful for you. Again, when you write them, you need to group them, so you would actually write out this learning target, write the number, write out the learning target, and then write yourself a series of questions that relate to it. Okay, a few other requirements this time. The questions must be either written in Rush's room or Oslin's room. You can work on them in Rush's room Monday or Tuesday before or after school, or Oslin's room Wednesday or Thursday before or after school. Obviously, if you're in Oslin's class, you're probably going to go to his room because he'll also be there Monday and Tuesday, but if you're in my class, then you can come to my room on Monday or Tuesday. You will have next week, which is a very short week, and you'll also have the week following spring break to work on this. The questions will be due 48 hours before the retake, and the final retake deadline is Monday, April 4th. So you must have the questions into us basically by Friday, April 1st. And I will not be here on Friday, April 1st, so if you're in my class, you either need to have them in by Thursday, or you need to share them with me as a Google Doc on Friday. That way I can give you feedback on whether your questions are good questions, whether they get at the point, whether they actually give you appropriate practice. And then the answers will be due 24 hours before, which means they really need to be in by Sunday. Better yet, you turn in both the questions and the answers earlier in the week before so that we have time to actually review them with you and go over any areas that you're still confused about. We really want you to make good use of this learning opportunity. So the retake deadline's on the 4th, and the Sapling assignments would also need to be done by Sunday, April 3rd. So let us know if you have any questions. If not, hopefully this clarifies for you what needs to be done for relearning on this test.